Hey, what's up? How you doing today? How is everybody doing? Maurizio, welcome to the live. Allah. Press the heart in the screen, guys. Let's do share the live stream. And Bella, how you doing today? I'm doing well. Did you see the MMA fight? You're welcome. Yeah, Mirab won. Hey, how you doing? What will be the topic of today? What you guys want? What's up, young homie? I dig the channel. Uma fan base was crying. He fought well. He fought well yesterday. Not so bad. I'm doing well. Hello, my friend. How you doing? How is everybody doing? But he will be humble. It's hard to be humble when you are champion and you defend the championship many times. It's a little bit. They get hype from the moment, so it's not. It happens sometimes. But was good fight. For example, for Islam, I was very sure that he will win, and he did it very clean. And I was happy about him because he deserved. About the Armenian guy that retreat, oof, it's a big disappointed. A big disappointed, but even if he would participate and challenge Islam, I was pretty sure that he gonna lose. It's not the same level. He showed like he was coward in that moment. To cancel the fight in the last moment was not so good. Not chicken move. But you have to understand that he was fought for, he told, and he said that I'm for money, not for the legacies. How he's not a guy for legacy. That's why. Yeah, I remember that he fought one time and he lost. He is the black belt. Which one is the black belt? Oh no, it's not right. What do you mean? How he? What I listened interview on when he did the interview, and it said that if I get the title, I will just fight for the money. So he was not going for the legacy or something like that. And I don't understand why he decided that to fight for money when they are rich. They are not. The family, his family is rich. It's not pure family then. That's what I'm talking. He has already everything, so why not fight for the legacy? Umar has black belt. Yes, he can have black belt. Doesn't matter that he gonna win. This is MMA. He has no black belt in MMA. He has black belt maybe in Samba or Jiu-Jitsu or Karate, whatever. This has a black belt in the disciplines. Right. He fought for nothing. Yeah, man, that was the secret that he did. That was the secret that he said that I have a secret for this fight, how to win. It was very disappointed. I was not surprised. Where is he from? These people don't keep too much the words. They skip the words. And he did not get injury because it's impossible to get injury. Maybe he get a body shock because he tried to make weight in 24 hours and it's completely unprofessional. You cannot make. Mitko Dimitrov. Bro, how can I find a great real Askaray Malakli Shepherd dog in Bulgaria? Do you know any Turkish breeder close to Plovdiv, Bulgaria? But you are very close to Turkey, my friend. So you can buy directly from Turkey. Askaray Malakli. Why you have to go to wait for the Bulgarian breeder? Because people in Bulgaria, they have Anatolian Shepherd, which most of them they use for combat sport. And Malakli, it's not the one. So those breeder are like a dog, man. They are not breeder. But they are Turkish breeder that you can find. Which they breed Askaray Malakli. Can you tell me for what reason you want Askaray Malakli? Well, what's your purpose? You like as a dog, as a breed, fascinated, or you need it for as a working dog? To keep 12 decades land safe from wolf and from other street dogs. You understand? No, I don't know no Turkish breed that breed Malakli, but you can find them. It's easy. I just don't have contact with them. I have contact for Akbash. I have contact for original Kangal dogs, but not for Aksara and Malakli. No, I don't have, honestly. To be honest, I don't have those contacts. Some, maybe because I never have an interest on Malakli. That's why. I didn't have no interest in those dogs. But it's not hard to find contact. If you have Instagram, if you have Facebook, you can find. Long John, fade away of my channel. Can you guys press? Give me some heart. Press the screen. It's not hard, you don't lose nothing. Just keep it pressed to increase the viewers. Just need a big dog, Sarabi Malakli, because I like them, but can't find them here. You can find Turkey. Turkey is very close to Bulgaria. So what's the problem with that? Why absolutely you have to find from Bulgaria? It's out of the topic, but Emiliano, I like your intro. You made it mine, girly, so I can decide to add a video or not. What do you mean? What do you mean about your girlish? Be a little bit more specify. Okay, hold on a second. Another one that I have a video. What kind of video? You are alone. I like it. You made it yourself. Which one, Bella? What are? Because I don't understand. For what video you are talking about? You talking about the new content about Tobet? Is this that you are talking about? Your every video start with intro. Yes, I do the intro. There are program application that you can make. And intro, it's very important to create the first impression for the viewers when you do a content to give the brief idea what the content is about. It's very, very important, the intro. Hello, my friend. Hello, how you doing today? Which app? Oh, I have to to check in the Play Store because I have delayed the app. When I did the intro, I don't use anymore. If you talk about the first impression of intro, the one that just put HB channel, not the first seconds in the content. First second of the content are just part of the almost full content what is about. No, I'm not wasting the time. I can figure it out, I can check, and I'm gonna just send it to you. But not now, after the live stream. If I'm not forget, you just text me and I'm gonna find out which one. Keep going. You have a great knowledge on K9. Oh, let's give a heart for this guy. Thank you, my friend, for the support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So, do you guys want to discuss a special topic for today, or do you want to make a free interaction with subscriber, with fans? Which one you feel more interesting? Because I like to talk free about around animals and around life too. It's not a problem with me to talk and discuss different kind of topics. Just not to be sensitive topic, because I cannot talk for sensitive topic here. What is your dog? What dog I have? I have Kavkazский Volkodov. You watch UFC? Yes, I watched UFC. I watch UFC, I watch box. We discussed a little bit about the Mirab winning and about Islam, because I was just those two matches was interesting for me yesterday. And by the way, TikTok banned it in US. Have you ever seen mummified calf? Yes, many times. From which line is your Volkodov? Hoda? No, it's not only Hoda. It's Goroch, Ayudak, Kaitmaz. The Dagestani are great. Yes, they are great fighter. Sambo is very good technique and very dominant technique for the MMA. Islam is the GOAT. He is very good. It's very good. He proved himself that he is absolutely champion. He defended the title. He won fair, clean in the first round, so respect. And he's a humble person. He's humble. I like, even that he is a champion, he stay humble. That's the good. Everybody know Koda. I see. Everybody. It's famous dog. It's a famous dog. Koda, Hoda are the famous dog. Me too. It happened in a cow of our 3 years ago. I think he is one step higher on the GOAT list than John Jones. About John Jones, I don't like his behavior, but he's the gift of God, this fighter. To be honest, he has gift from God. He's a very complete fighter. If he gonna be a little bit a better person with better behavior, he gonna be a great sportman and a great ambassador for this sport MMA. The problem with him, he's has the tendency to go like a street boy, like a bad boy, too much hype. And I think that he need to accept the challenge with the British fighter. He must accept the challenge if you want to prove that he is the best. I'm not talking that he is not. He's a great fighter, no doubt about it. But if you're gonna accept the challenge of the young British one, heavyweight champion, and win, no doubt he is the greatest of all time. Right now, looks like he's scary. That he gonna spoil the legacy. Okay, let's read because I think I missed it. Some good fighter, but I don't like him. Are you talking about the John Johnson? I don't like him personality. Salam, brother. I'm from Kalem, from Amsterdam, the Northland. Salam, brother. Too. Yeah, God gifted him. Yeah, it's God gifted. His combat sambo school is the best of position game. Wild party boy. It is wild party boy. He's acting like it's. I'm not saying that he has no discipline. He has no discipline in temperament because discipline in training he has. No doubt about this. Aspinall will beat him. I think the same. And he's very afraid of Aspinall. Because in the interview that he went that say that Aspinall is rude, something like that, I didn't see no rudeness in that Aspinall. He was very polite and very humble. And he was trying to have a deal for the match. But, and he picked, for example, the last opponent of John Jones. He was not in a prime. Old. It was very old and he has lost before. And he did it that fight mostly for money. I think he retired before maybe. I don't know. If he want, for example, to build the real legacy, he must go to accept the Aspinall challenge. I also had a dog getting hit by a car years ago, got a diaphragmatic hernia from it. Diaphragm hernia. I understand, yes, from trauma. The dog recovered, but it was very complex surgery. It is complex surgery to fix the diaphragmatic hernia. When the muscle is tear, because it tears the muscle and all the organs that are in abdomen, like intestine, goes in the thorax cavity. Difficult in breathing, almost collapsed the dog, and it immediately urgent surgery. Dog would have died otherwise, yes. Salam, brother from the US. Salam, my friend. Yes, he won't much money to Aspinall. Like Islam, he should fight anymore. I think the Islam should not retreat. I think that Islam should keep going. He's young. He is just 33 years old. He has longer legacy, I will say, longer than even Khabib. Because maybe Khabib has some reason that he retreat. I understand that the sport is dangerous. It's not a joke. You can get injury, and you can be you can have disability for life with that sport. The band, it's a dangerous sport. It's not easy, but I think Islam should continue and prove that to be the best lightweight champion of all time. He must try this. He must try to make it difficult for every guys that it will come in the future. Champion become this guy who want to make other fight, wait, and become celebrity. Yes, Merab was going to do the same. I saw the Merab too. Too much ego. I saw the ego. I saw when he jumped on the cage. Anyway, it's even the hype of the moment of the victory. You have to understand sometimes it's the euphoric. They become to be euphoric in that moment. It's not easy to be humble when you achieve those stuff. It's not easy, honestly. It's very, you need to have very strong temperament to be a humble guy, because I think most of them, they fake to be humble in the beginning just to earn the audience of the people, just to earn the heart of the fan. And after they show themselves, because not everybody can stay humble. You have to understand this. How much kilogram and height is your Volkodov made? It's like 90 kilogram right now. One of the male, other one is 74. It's like 90, 93 centimeter, 95 centimeter to the shoulder. Khabib fight plan was the best. He need to retire because age catch up. For sure. For sure. He needed to retire. He needed to come back to the family because it's a big sacrifice for those guys. Left the homeland thousands of kilometers away, alone, for a long period of time, without seeing parents, without seeing siblings, family, wife, children. It's a big sacrifice. You have to understand that. The God will not reward you if you give up or if you don't do sacrifice in the life. Even in that moment that you think the life is hard and you try to give up in something, trust me, if you give up, you will never get a reward. So I suggest to everybody, being humble but have confidence is very important. You need to have confidence, not just to be humble. You need to have confidence in life. It's very important. Not to get hype, I don't like, because every time when people get hype, it's the time when they start to fall down. Every time that you get hype is the moment in life that you will fall down. Islam should go 170 pound and try to get the second belt. Yeah, I think the same. He must try this. A real fighter will play at 40 years. Check Foreman. I don't think the 40. It's not the prime. It's not a football. It's not other discipline of sports that you can play for 40. I think the prime is 30, 35. After, there is no prime. The body change. That's the prime. Everything has the prime, has the limit. And the prime of male is like this. Some people has the prime in 20s. Some people has the prime in 30. So, but I'm gonna consider after 35s, you are not anymore in the prime. When you are talking about in the physical sport disciplines, you are not anymore in prime. The same is for dog. 3 to 5 years old. Sometimes they can go 6. After they achieve the prime peak and they go down. Islam will get second belt, I believe, but it needed to quick. I think after the second belt, I think after the second belt, maybe he gonna achieve next year or something like that. I think he must retire. He has his legacy, he has money, and it's time not to be greedy. Yes, he sacrificed time with family. Everybody of them from Dagestan people, Dagestan athlete, they sacrifice time. I found out that a good friend of mine tried to kill herself. In my opinion, that's very selfish act. It's cruel to family and friends. To kill a friend of mine's niece? Who is this? Looks like a psychopath. After that, he will. Yeah, I think the same. If you're gonna get the second belt, I'm pretty sure that he need to retire. Roll a joint. Islam say that he will retire when he wake up one day and doesn't have some passion anymore. Patience. I don't think that those guys, because they have those passion till in childhood, and for them is like a lifestyle. And if you know in the anthropogenes of this land, the North Caucasian, all the time they produce fighter. They are known for fighters. So it's difficult to escape from that lifestyle for them. They are known to be fighter. If you know the history, the anthropogenesis of the territory of North Caucasian area, they are known for this. They are known for rebellions against Russian Empire, rebellions in the time of Soviet Union. So they have done this all the time. They have been involved in fight, and they have it like is in the DNA, the combat sport and the combat. After that, he achieved will be more than Khabib. Yeah, but you yeah, understand this. That will be a fact. The only thing that Khabib is untouchable, because Khabib is not the best striker. He's very amazing grapple, but as a striker, it's not the best. Islam has more skill technique in striking too, and very good grapple. You can very good skills in wrestling, very good skills. I don't want to see any jealousy between them, and I don't think that there will be a jealousy between them who is the best or something like that. It doesn't matter, because the father of Khabib was the one that training those guys and support these guys, and I think without Khabib, Islam will not be in UFC. I don't think that there was other opportunity for them. So he must be very thankful all the time for what Khabib and his father did it for them. She was on drug. That's such an ugly life. Yeah, those stuff happened. What can we do about this? Being tough is a lifestyle. Yes, so those guys is the environment that made them like this. And it not happen for 1 year, 10 years, for a decade, or for 100 years. It's a long traditional. That those people in those territory, they needed to fight all the time. They had national hero Shamil. Shamil was a imam, Islamic, so was the imam, for the people that don't know. Imam Shamil. They fought against Russia. It's like that war against Russian Empire is like a 300 years war, only with Russian. I'm not talking about the other empires or the other conquerors that come in those territory, but only with Russian they have almost 300 years fight. Khabib never lost, never bliss. He is the blueprint for Dagestani fight for a long time. He is the blueprint. I agree about that. Very, very, and very positive person. Very positive person. And I think the loss of his father was time for him to retirement and supporting the family, not just monetary, but being physical. They needed them. They needed the man in the house. It was very important. That's why he promised his mom that I will retire for this sport. Yes, fought for freedom. Bleed. Ah, was bleed that you said. Okay. If yes, they fought for freedom. They fought for freedom. That's true. That's in the history. You cannot deny those. Those are fact. Those territory produce fighter because was the lifestyle, was the condition, the environment, so the factor that made them to be like this. They are not, I don't know how to find the words. They are not soft men at all. They are not soft men at all. Doesn't make them for every stuff correct, but this was the lifestyle of them that make them tough. So if you want to judge why they are like this, are because the condition that the life has brought for them for hundreds of years. Yes, I researched about Shamil, real leader warrior. Yes, he was gathered together all the North Caucasian people to fight against the Russian Empire. Balkan and Caucasus country have the similar history. Yes, I have mentioned them in many lives. Balkan people have a similar history and a very similar mentality. Very, very similar mentality. Especially the Balkan men. You're gonna see on them the masculine part of them. Like you cannot see in Westerner countries. I'm talking in general. I'm not talking about, for sure, in those countries they are, for example, I will not consider weak men, but there are, for example, soft men. But was our life that made us to be strong, and it's important to have rules, especially because we like the traditional family, which in the Western countries, especially in United States, is a little bit or does not exist. Only for the immigrant has those solid family. Most of them they don't have. We like to play with rules. It's very important for us. If we don't play with rules, you cannot be part of our life. We cannot follow that lifestyle or modernize. We are moderated in modern stuff, but we don't accept bullshit that the modern life bring. So you have to understand we are not for that. Doesn't mean that we are anti-social. No, we are anti-bullshit. That's why we do not accept those. Yes, we are the same. We just drink rakia. They not. What do you mean? Kafkas people? Yes, Kafkas people drink too. Even them that they call themselves Muslim. I'm not talking for everybody, but 90% of the people that think that they expose themselves that are Muslim, they drink vodka. Not rakia, is Balkan alcoholic traditional drink. We call rakia. Very similar the process like vodka, but not as strong as vodka. Most of them, rakia came from fermentation of grape. Old school and real. Yes, you must be. It's not to say the old school, it's the right school. I will not consider just the old school, but it's the right school for the life, to be real. Drink but not rakia. I have friends from Caucasus since a kid. If you have friends from Caucasus, why you don't take Kavkazский Volkodov, but you like Malakli? Kavkazский Volkodov is more productive than Malakli, and they are huge dogs. Comfortable life make people weaker. Yes, comfortable life may make people weaker. Too much freedom. Too much freedom create chaos, destroyed family. That's why people should respect the rules. It's very important. I see. Are you a Muslim? I will not consider myself real Muslim. I believe in God, to be honest, but to say that I'm Muslim, I'm not the guy that pray 5 times per day. I don't drink alcohol, not because of just because of the belief, but I just don't drink it because I know that it's not good for me. I'm a man that I respect every belief. We are grow up in Albania, which I'm the first generation post-communism area, and in communism they shut it down, the beliefs system, and people in Albania lives in harmony because of this. This was the one of the good stuff that communism did and did not, to be honest. We live in peace, we respect. You can be Christian, I can be Muslim or other stuff, we respect. I just don't like, or I don't keep close people that don't believe in God. I do not, to be honest. People that don't believe in God, people that don't have the norms, the respect, I don't stay close to them. Yes, the right school, correct. I don't know if there is a good, again, people what could of course here have, but they are very good if people come to attack me. Oh, you can find an aggressive Volkodov too. They can be a good guardian dog toward human. Jason said yes, me also. Inshallah, God guide us all. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't drink at all just because I didn't like taste of drunk woman. 90% is drinking alcohol. I don't idolize Caucasian people, but more or less people drink. Oh, I have so many people that drink in Kafkas. A lot of them. A lot. Even when they pretend they are Muslim. This is why I don't like the hypocrites. Because, I don't know. They tend to use the belief for their own purpose. But they don't follow the right rules. They try to misinterpret the beliefs. I don't drink anymore. Before, drink 1.5 liter rakia per day minimum. My cousin was Muslim. Rest in peace. I'm a Christian. Both drink rakia and have same problems. Problems with liver. You destroyed your health. You destroy your liver. Especially young people. Oh, young generation. They are awful everywhere. Awful everywhere, honestly. In my country, nearly all drinks. I quit alcohol 5 years ago. Life is very silent now. You did a good choice. You're gonna feel better. alcohol is like a poison for body and a poison for your soul. And not only alcohol, even other substance. Stay away, guys, from those. Stay away. God willing. God is the glory. You can call your God whatever the name that you want. I don't judge and I don't have no problems. It's important to believe it's only one creator. Believe in that. Pray. Ask for help. Ask for forgiveness. Ask to direct you in the right path. And one thing, do not tolerate bullshit in life. They can be from your friends that you consider friends, or your family member, for everybody. Do not tolerate. It's very important. You can forgive, but if other people will repeat the same things, it is not correct. You're gonna damage yourself. Don't let people to get advantage on your life. Don't give it that opportunity. That's why the life to survive in 19th in Bulgaria, half of the kids which I grow, rest in peace, we don't have 50 years olds. That lifestyle was like post-communism, because Bulgaria was a communist country too. I will not say that, but it's not just rakia, my friend. I don't know why people can drink so much. I don't see any purpose. Drink is not your friend. It's not your solution about the painful of the life. It's not. It's not. It show your weakness if you drink, if you be a drunk or alcoholic addicted. It's not. You just damage yourself. Don't expect that other people will feel pity for you if you do like this. No Matt, no rakia fights. No one died from rakia. No, a lot of people has died because alcohol. It can create cirrhosis in the liver. No. Problem in stomachs. For sure it create problems. Brain problems, liver problems, stomach problems. Because most of the alcoholic, even they don't eat. It is real problem for Russia. Well, they are adults, depend on them if they want to drink. The problem in Russia is that the women drink too much too. It's not only the men. I'm not talking about the Caucasian area. I'm talking about in whole Russia. Women drink too much alcohol too. Yes, my dad, rest in peace from cirrhosis. That's why I don't drink anymore. That's what I'm talking about. Liver is the laboratory in the body that excrete out from the body and process every substance that you put in the body, and it's the liver that has to suffer. Even for the normal drugs like paracetamols or aspirins, if you use too much, they're gonna damage the liver, because the liver must process those drugs in the blood to make it in that form, to transfer us. It's that there are enzyme liver like aminotransferases to make them in that form, so the kidney to excrete out of the body, because if they stay in the body, they're gonna create problems for your health, are like a poisons. That's why they need to be out of the body, not to stay in the body for life, because The body is not made like this. Both life without chocolate is boring. Chocolate is good. It's called the fruit of gods. Very good benefit, especially if it's dark chocolate. Don't eat milk chocolate. Don't eat sugar. Eat real chocolate. And buy pure cacao powder. Do it at night. Drink it in the. You can replace the coffee, or you can just drink 1 cup of this. It will help. It will increase the stem cells in the body. It's a brain health and nutrition. Has very good benefit for your heart. It's very rich in minerals. So I think that's a good benefit. Don't give chocolate to the dog. It's poison for the dog and for cat. Because of theobromine cacao. It's poison. It's deadly for dogs. Don't make that mistake. My great uncle was a drunk and he would get mean, yell, hollow, curse like something else. Yes, I know. I don't know, but maybe the 50% of the drunk people act aggressive when they are drunk. Pure chocolate fruits. Pure chocolate is the best. Don't need to add sugar. Just 1 tablespoon, boil it in water and enjoy. Everything good is big portion getting bad. Some things like this is a proverb. That's proverb is everywhere. It's not just in Bulgaria. It's almost everywhere, that proverb. The problem is I don't see any benefit about alcohol. Be honest. It is ruining not only our body but our mind and soul. Yes, I told you about alcohol. That everything should be medium intake, never overdo. Yes, I agree about this. I ate real chocolate in Ecuador. Taste was bitter. Oh, dark chocolate are bitter. There is no sugar, that's why it's bitter. Will you come someday in Bulgaria for vacation in summer, for example? I don't know. Maybe in the future, yes. I don't make so plan, to be honest. But why not? It's cheap. I'm not talking about it's expensive or cheap. I'm talking about I don't have plans. I have a lot of stuff to do here. I have a lot of stuff. But why not? Not to visit Bulgaria. I want to visit a lot of places. But I don't make those plans because every time I make plan started to be spoiled. And one suggestion, one advice for everybody. When you make a plan, don't tell to nobody. Keep it in your mind. Realize that plan after you can share with other people. Not before when you don't achieve that plan and you go and spread to everybody, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Don't do it. It's a life experience. And the plan will not be realized if you share with other people. Do it secretly. Be secret in yourself. No need to public your lifestyle. Not everybody like you. Not everybody is your friend. Not everybody want the best for you. Envy people are everywhere. Even in those people that you never thought to be. You cannot see inside people's hearts. So be cautious about that. Don't tell your plans to nobody. To meet and speak for dog cause I really need big dogs. It will be in the future, but if you want a big dog, I can help you getting a big dog. You're right. Plants get destroyed. Not everyone has some heart as yourself, for sure. For sure. Even even people that you consider friends, oof, there are envy and jealousy on them. Jealousy can be inside your family too. Jealousy can be inside your family too. Jealousy and envy can be in your family. Don't go further to the friends. Friends are nothing. You have to understand that you have no connection in the blood with them. You and don't expect for them, and don't be so shocked when they gonna disappointed you. When family member disappointed you, what you expect about friends? I'm not telling that they are not real, that they are not good friends. For sure they are, but they are very rare, like diamond, to find them. It's very difficult to find those. That's why I keep my friendship cycle very small. I don't need too much friends. I respect a lot of people, but I cannot consider and trust to everybody. You have to put this in yourself. Not everybody will be your friend, and the friendship doesn't last forever. Nothing lasts forever. We are born alone, and we're gonna die alone. Yes, for the summer must find it everything. It's okay. Or you can find till the summer. Hard to believe, family, but it's true. The truth, I have a thought, the phrase that I use all the time. The truth is bitter. Lie is beautiful. The truth is bitter. Because reality is bitter. It's not so. We don't live in heaven. So people must understand the reality. The truth tastes very bitter most of the time. Very, very bitter. Like a dark chocolate that has that taste. Lie tastes very sweet. All the time, lies taste sweet until they come in reality, after they become the truth. I believe few friends only, and no one from the family. Ha ha ha, even don't speak with them. Oh, I understand this. Jason say 100%. G Money, what dog do you have in the profile picture? Do you have an Akita? It's a small. What is that Spitz? Because I see that you have a Spitz. No family has never disappointed. Only me and my sister fall out. We still leave each other. That's good. Sharpei. Is the dog Sharpei? Maybe it's too far. It's very small for my eyes. Maybe a cross Sharpei. Still leave each other in 5 minutes. So you live in the same. That's the same. We are in Albania. So our family is close to each other. We live almost in the same neighbor, very nearby. But they are 10 years older. Yes. Hello, what's up? Hi, how you doing? This is very old picture from 15 years. No love. I don't know about to talk for love. I don't know. When people disappointed you, don't expect that you're gonna keep the same love and the same feelings for them. The fucking I'm good watching from India. Welcome to the live. Give me some like, guys. Press this like. Can you press the like? You choose and give some hearts. Press those hearts. Some animals show true love and other animals follow desire and instinct. But you have to understand, mostly the dog show pure love. Most of the time the dog show pure love. Unconditional love. For a man, you're gonna get only from dogs and from your parent. And maybe if you have a good connection and good bond with brother and with your siblings. From other people, is impossible you to achieve as a man unconditional love. You will never ever have this unconditional love from a woman. Never. You have to bring a condition. You have to do something as a man. There is no unconditional love for men in this world. Wake up, guys. I'm a man too. But there is no unconditional love for us. You have to understand the reality. You have to accept the reality. It's very dark, but it's true. There is always unconditional loves for pet, for kids, and for woman. And those unconditional love came from men, not from the government, not from your neighbors. Came from a father, came from a husband, came from a brother. Done. Yes, dog too. I'm laughing. Poor guys. Yes, because you are a woman, that's why. And you see that reality is like this. But we accept that. Me personally, I accept. I believe only in my dogs. From 89 years full of communism, my shepherd saved my life so many times. I was in the 7th class in school. Shepherds are amazing dogs. Are you waiting to go to work or you relaxing on Sunday? No, I'm just relaxing today. It's Sunday. I will do another video for you guys. I'm just thinking about what to bring, something interesting, education purpose, bring some knowledge. It's very important. I'm not a gatekeeper, guys. I all the time share knowledge. I all the time try to advise people, to help people. This is me. It's not that I'm doing right now. I've done this all my life. I've done this stuff all my life. Because I all the time study for myself, and when I learn something, I want to share. I enjoy when I share this. It's like my patience. Seeking for truth, share with people. Seeking for truth, educate people. The one that want to educate, the one that doesn't want, for me it's not a problem. I cannot satisfy everybody in this world. And you know that you cannot satisfy everybody. Sometimes we cannot satisfy ourselves. How are we gonna say satisfy the majority of people? But I want, for example, at least my subscribers, good quality of them, at least my subscriber in this channel, to get knowledge, not just to watch a beautiful video, an interesting video, but in the same time to get knowledge. Knowledge is very important, guys. To know the truth, it's very important. It's very important because when you know the truth, when you have the knowledge, you can make the right decision. When you are not educated in the subject, doesn't matter, can be for animals, can be for different fields in life, it's very important to be educated. It's very, very important because they minimize the risk for you to minimize the risk of loss, minimize the risk of loss when you have the education and when you know the things. And it's up to you if you want to risk or not. Baba Vanga said, knowledge is the biggest treasure in the earth. Yeah, and I understand. Even when you write mistake, no problem. I can understand what you said. I have the skills to understand well. Even if you make any mistakes in writing. Baba Vanga, I know about Baba Vanga too. Was a psychic woman. She predicted a lot of stuff. But I believe that your life path is in your hands. You may choose different. You have to choose. You have the option to choose different life path, and it's depend of you. God doesn't give you, and I'm very positive, sure about this. Doesn't give you only one path. You have different life path. So you need to be wise when you choose. It's very important. Being wise, guys, when you choose something. Yes, you have the different life path. It's just not one life path. But what's your purpose in your life? You have to choose wise what you really want. Jason say I agree. Mitko Dimitrov say thanks. Yes, weird woman, but we believe he more than our politician. No, I know those people. I know that those people exist and what kind of skills they have. I know about that. But they are not prophet, you have to understand. They are not prophet. They have those skills. I don't know really how they has those skills that communicate in the different dimension, not just in our 3D reality, with the different entities they communicate. They communicate with different entities, guys. And how they do it, I do not know. I know how what they do, like mediumship, medium stuff, something like that. That they can have the brief future in your reality, but it's not 100% what they said. It up to you. It's up to you. They are just weird. Oh, maybe, Jason, maybe with jeans, maybe I don't know really what kind are jeans, are spirits, but maybe one of them. I'm not so deep educated in that stuff, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I have a good knowledge. I have a good knowledge, but not so deep knowledge in that stuff. This life is not simple, it's very complicated. The life is much more complicated and a lot of stuff we don't know about life in Earth, about the universe. We don't know. We are not educated in a lot of stuff. Our knowledge it's mediocre about the life. It's mediocre. We don't have, I don't know, it's the capacity or the hidden truth. But I believe that a lot of truth are hidden. The hide it's a hidden knowledge. It's a hidden knowledge, I will say. I don't know, are those gatekeepers that They don't want to show something like that. There's so much knowledge. I think the knowledge is infinite, in my opinion. Even in the last moment of your life, you are still student in this life. You will always be a student. In some way, shape or form, you're gonna be student in this life. You're gonna be a teacher in a subject. But this depends of the level with who you are talking to. For people that has less knowledge for you, you can be a teacher. For people that has more knowledge than you are a student. I don't know if I'm correct about this. It's very important to be an open mind, but not to be open mind for stupid stuff, but to be an open mind for knowledge. The galaxy is proof. There are a lot of proofs. There are a lot of proof, guys. A lot of proofs. A lot of stuff that we don't know. Well, one trait which is not good, maybe everybody has these traits in personality. It's being too much stubborn. I suggest that being a little bit stubborn when you think that you are right, but don't be stubborn to learn knowledge, to seek for knowledge. Don't think that everything is absolute truth what you have learned in your life. Even in the history, I'm gonna say even in the book, in the history books, not 100% are truth, because you have to understand that the history in most of the time is wrote by the winners. That's why. So words are banned. The situation happened in the past are a little bit banned. I don't know for what kind of reasons. I cannot explain all of them. I don't have those. For what interest or something like that. The history is bringing this way. Relic are banned. Scripture are banned. Some of them are banned, some of them are there, but we don't have the knowledge to understand the scripture. They have a lot of hidden truth, which I have a big curiosity and seek for the truth. I'm gonna just give you one example, guys. When I was a teenager, I'm gonna just relate it to the dogs, just to create you a big point of view. We have a mountain shepherd dog. He's a Highlander, long hair type. And because of the patriotism and nationalism, people say that this dog, Illyrian Shepherd or Sharplaninac, because it has different names, depend of the territory. They say that this dog belonged to us, and etc. etc. They start to dig in the history. It's a Molossian dog. And what they bring to the table, they say it's a dog of Alexander the Great. What they bring to the table was Sumerian tablet carving of those huge dogs that look like Pejdar. And they say, oh, it's Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great, it's in 3rd century BC. Those carving stone is in the 3rd millennium BC, before Christ. Alexander the Great was not even project yet in his father bolts. You understand what I mean? What you guys think about? Why you don't study enough before you want to publish something? So, because of nationalism and because of patriotism stuff, people say wrong information and mislead, which is completely incorrect. Or people listen one side, and those totally, even the historians in every country that you have, they tend to be with nationalism feelings, because they know that how to get attention, how to get the positive feedback, is to tell in the beautiful way, to attract a country by saying we are like this, to flattery the history a little bit. Because if you go against some stuff, you're gonna get attacked if you tell the truth, and if you tell the truth, you're gonna make a lot of enemy. If you want to make more enemy, just tell the truth, and you're gonna see this. Another example, our national hero, Iskanderbeg, was a great warrior, a great general in the time of Ottoman Empire. His father was Albanian, or what we call nowadays Albanian because of the language, linguistic and tradition, but the mother was not. Came from Tribaldi, from Brankovic bloodline, which was a Slavic one. In that moment, we didn't have any problem with Slavic. We married together. We share traditional, because almost Balkan has the same traditional, but most of the time is the politic that use this nationalism and politics to separate the people each other. Because me personally, I don't have no problems with Serbian people, with Slavic people at all. Yes, I don't like when they do unfair stuff, but I cannot put everyone in the same basket. I judge and value a bad situation, but there are good people everywhere. We have a phrase or a thought in Albanian: there is no forest without hogs. So bad people are everywhere. Propaganda in ancient practice, a form of deceiving. Yes, it's a propaganda, but people must enlighten themselves. It's easy to learn bad stuff in this timeline that we are. The most easy stuff are bad stuff. The unvaluable stuff are the easy to copy and do it. The hard stuff are all the time. The real stuff, the good stuff, are hard to learn, are hard to put in practice. It's not easy. I understand very well. It's very hard to build a building, need time, but it's very easy to destroy. You can destroy it in 1 day, in 1 hour. But to build, you need time. It's like this. It's hard to build a trust to a person, but you can destroy the trust on that person in 1 moment. I don't know how careful I was in this. A Bulgarian Shepherd dog, Karakachan. I've seen them as a kid, and they were bigger, 60 to 70 kilogram, but they kill them, and now can bring back the breed 40 years old every time. Um, that's a devastated history that the communist countries did with livestock guardian dogs almost everywhere. In Soviet Union, in Yugoslavia, in Bulgaria, in Albania. They did a massacre about livestock guardian dog. That's a pity history to bring it back, but it happened everywhere. They were not 60, 70 kilogram, my friend, in that time, because I have saw the archive since the World War One. Just to clarify you, I have the archive from Bulgaria, and I made a video about Bulgaria, about the old picture about Karakachan dogs. It's very similar, or coming from the same uh, genetic pool as Sharplaninak or Illyrian Shepherd, whatever. I don't want to play too much with the names, with nomenclature, because it's not correct. You're gonna find different name in different places. They did a lot of bad stuff with those dogs in the past. I know very well. I've studied. I've mentioned that the massacre the communism did with livestock guardian dogs. They didn't want to feed them. They didn't want them because they created like the kolkhoz or cooperatives. What doesn't mean in English? They gather farms, animals, and they create those big farms. Mostly was intensive farms. And they were people they was guarding, and they didn't keep dogs. They see dogs that unvalued for the time, which is very pity, to be honest. I'm glad that you did not lose Sherplaninak. They divided us here with everything. We are lone wolves here. Fact. In one bad move. Karachai is small dog. Karakachan, sorry. I have studied, like I said you, there are pictures from the past. If you dig in the archives, and I think I have a lot of archives from Bulgaria. Since in the World War One or World War Two, I have those from those years. There are picture, real photo picture from, and I have saw those dogs. I see the dog very similarity to, I'm gonna call like Kara Denis or the Highlander dog, typical, similar to Shatlaninac, very, very similar. You have to understand, and I don't know why you can say it's not. I can prove you, Bulgaria was almost old Thracian, Thracia, how it's say in your language, for the old population, the ancient population in this world, they called Thracian people. And Thracia was like from the Shar Mountain to the Black Sea. That was the Thracian. And the dog that they come from the Caucasian area. Those dogs come from that Thracia. You understand? Thracia, Dardan, Illyrian. Those was the old people that live in this territory that nowadays is Bulgaria, Kosovo, Albania, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Croatia. Different name in that time. I'm from Plovdiv. My friend, I've saw Karakachan dogs. It's close related with the dog in North Macedonia, in Albania, in Kosovo. It's very close. I'm talking about the landrace dog. Same landrace dog. Same origin. Same origin. I have the archives. There are a lot of archives. How they look like. Okay, man, I must go. Take care. Salam, brother. Have a good day. Yes, but in Prat Tsigovo, my grandfather looks after bivol, buffalo, and those was very big dogs in Haiti. Same, but bigger than more. I understand this, but those are exemplar, my friend. They were the same like Sharplaninak, that size, the size of a Highlander. For you in that moment, you were a kid, and dog, those livestock guardian dogs looks bigger. So you have to understand them. When you are a kid, everything's look bigger, and you create those image. You create those idea because depend of the angle that you are look. If you are down and you see something like this, you're gonna understand that looks huge. When you grow up, you're gonna see the dog like this. You understand what I mean? For me, it was the same. When I was kids, they looks very huge. The dog. When you grow up, you create and percept better in reality of stuff. I hope I was clear about this. Close related to Caucasian and Iran dogs. Dog in Iran, in Iraq, whatever those territory. Almost the same branch came. From the Fertile Crescent. They sprayed by the old farmer of Anatolian, Danube roads and Mediterranean roads. Those were the two serious branch that they spread the livestock culture in the Balkan. Maybe, but not only me say this. All say the same. But all people lie too much, my friend. They lie too much. Trust me, they lie too much. Especially the shepherd. They lie too much. They say a lot of myth about wolf. A lot of stuff, honestly. I have heard a lot of myth. A lot of stuff. They try to amplify the stuff, to make the stuff look like a fantasy. They have the tendency when they tell the story. They have this tendency to do. Those exemplars from 65 to 80 kilogram, they were very, very rare. Very rare for the mountain shepherd dog. It's very rare. You have to understand this. It's very, very rare. $45, $55, $60 was, it's rare. 70, 80 kilogram, it's very rare exemplar. They don't live in livestock. They have very good food nutrition. That's why they grow so big. In livestock, you will not find them. The food quality for the livestock guardian dog, it's very poor. And the Bulgarian army used those dogs. I've saw those dogs in the Bulgarian army. Correct me if I'm wrong about this. I have picture and I can prove this. They use those Kazakhstan dog when they fought against German army and Italian, if I'm not wrong. No, for buffalo was bigger dog, not was bigger dogs, not for sheep. Mostly the goat dog are light dog, because they cannot be so heavy as goat has the tendency to walk more distant than sheep in pasture. When they graze in pasture, goat has the tendency, and usually the livestock guardian dog of goats are more athletic, more endurance on them. You say buffalo, you say about the cattle, the cow. No, water bivoli. Ah, you're talking about the buffalo water bivoli. As in India. Yeah, I know what you. I've saw the culture of livestock in Bulgaria too. Those buffalo. What you made with them? You made cheese? Does they have a lot of fat in the milk? This buffalo, because I know that buffalo has a lot of fat. Doesn't produce too much milk, but the milk is very rich, very concentrated in nutrition. Bulgarian Mura is breed Mura. We use this name too, Mura. Especially many people call cow with this name, Mura. In everything, cheese, butter, milk. What is the daily amount of milk production in this buffalo? It's small. Yeah, I know. But it's very rich. And I think it's very expensive, the cheese. Not as cow. I know that it's not as cow. I know very well that it's not as a cow. Cannot be as cow. They doesn't produce so much milk as cow. Because you have to understand, most of the cow are breed, those like Holstein are breed for those purpose, are selected to produce a lot of amount of milk. It's a quantity, but the quality, it's not so rich. Yes, my grandmother and great grandmother lives to 100 years. But they eat very good quality of food. The pollution, food quality, pollution was not like what we have before. Less stress. People was the traditional family. When is a traditional family? When you live that lifestyle, they live a healthy lifestyle. That's why they live long. Organic food, no pollution, less stress. Stara Baba was born in 1890s from bevo, milk and cheese. Oh, it's not only that. Trust me. What about in other country in Balkan that didn't have that? People live long life, the longevity of life. It's not only that cheese. Trust me. It's completely, it's more wide. You have to understand it's not only the milk, because they don't just eat milk and eat cheese all the time, but all the food quality, organic food, no pollution, no stress, tumor disease in that time was very rare or maybe unknown in that period of time. Doctors say bevolt products are most healthy for all. It's a good quality milk. And they are rich in nutrition. You have to understand. But when you talk about longevity in human, it's not just one product that they're gonna make you. I don't believe in those Westerner promotion about superfood too much. If the food is not organic, it cannot be superfood. You have to understand this. Even honey, which has a lot of benefit for health, or even if you use for cure milk from the bee, which is very rich and cure a lot of disease, if they are not organic, they're gonna not do the effect in the body. So was the quality overall of food, the lack of pollution in that moment, the lifestyle, the village life that give impact in the people, and less stress. You have to understand that stress is impact, and they give very big impact in the longevity in the people. And people had immunity. It was like a, I'm gonna say, like natural selection, not too much interference of the doctor. Living the lifestyle in peace, traditional family. They had good activity because they work, especially in the village area. People work a lot. They don't stay all the time and do nothing, because it's very important people to have a physical activity. It's very, very important. And for this reason, organic foods, pollution was minimal in that time. Not too much car, not too much factory. And especially the most living or longevity are people that live far away from cities. They have more longevity than people that live in cities. So you have to understand this. There are many factors that play the roles in the longevity of human. And the same time for the dogs too, for the animals too. You have to understand this. There are many factors that they play that roles. Another lifestyle, more physical activity. Yeah, I just mentioned about that. They live from Balkan, made their own food. Mate Stara Baba was going through 4 wars, lose 6 kids. There was the stress. But still, they lose the kids, no doubt about it. But the mentality of that man was so strong. It's not the mentality of nowadays. They were very harsh people. So even they lose a family member, they were strong in mentality, adaptation and everything. It's a high skill. They live in a difficult time. Not so much technology, which they're gonna make your life easy. That's why they produce 10 kids. 6 for war, the rest to heritage the family. They build like a small army. in the family, which gather together to serve for independence or for other stuff, or to be conquered. But even in the communism area, people give family has like 5, 6, 7, 8 children, 10 children. They to increase the population. They help each other live close. Yes, for sure. They help each other. They work like a team. Why things doesn't work now? Because people doesn't work like a team. I'm talking family. It's not solid. Doesn't work like a team. That's why. They help each other live close. It's important. It's important. When you are solid in the family, the chance to achieve goals are higher. When you operate alone, separate from the family, you operate with your mind, does not consult. There is a thought. I don't know if other country has those. But the sheep that separate from the flock, the wolf will eat. I don't know. It's a wise thought, a wise phrase that we use. The sheep that separate from the flock, the wolf eat. That sheep. Do you get my point of view? It's very wise. We do too many bullshit, if not look after land or animals. No, bro, they put Balkan people in towns and everything. It's... My father has 2 brothers and 5 sisters. And they raised them, even when they didn't have a lot of opportunity. They raised 7 children. Your parent raised 7 children. Not your parent, grandparents. 7 children. You have to understand this. But they have 1,000 ships. Are you talking? Did you hear the thought that I said? The phrase. It's a wise phrase that we use. The sheep that separate from the flock, wolf will eat this sheep. You understand? When you separate from the group, when you separate for the family as a rebellion, it has this meaning. If you guys, oh yes, you understand. Oh, that's good that you understand. Has this, it's a wise meaning. It's not just literally word by words, but it happened in life too. If you think that you are smarter and you operate alone, you be rebellious, you don't listen advice from old people, for smarter people in your family, which are clever than you, what you gonna end? The wolf will eat you, which means you're gonna fail it. So if the flock is solid, and you decide to be the smartest one, rebellious, you think that you're gonna do it much better by yourself. Be careful when you don't listen to advice, when you don't listen to instruction from people they want only the best for you. The tendency to fail it are higher. We have the same proverb. Yes, it's very wise proverb about sheep. So Kafka's people has the same proverb. This is why we disappear. You have the same. It's a very ancient proverb. I think it's very ancient proverb. It's a very ancient one. This proverb. The sheep that separated from the flock, wolf eat this sheep. I don't know, do you guys enjoy this life? It's good to talk about different stuff in the life, different kind of topic. I know what are 11 people and not everybody right and share the opinion, but everybody is free to share the opinion and everybody is free to participate. No need it's you can, if you speak English, you can participate. Nobody will judge you. A friend from Albania. Kevin Cash, where you have been, my friend? Why I didn't see you today? You've been busy? It's a weekend, yes, I understand. People are focused on the family. All the week it's work. That's important, guys. Focus on family. Client. Sorry, you have an excellent program that allow both education and chat. No, but you can participate, my friend. Everybody has participate, talk together, share experience, learn from each other, advise each other. Sorry for my absence. Dog come first in all areas. What do you mean? You mean as a friend? As a supporter for humanity, or for... Will you show your dog someday? Start think about Volkodab. What, I have shown my dogs, my friend. They are in my video and there is in a live stream. Nowadays I live in US. I cannot show no dogs. And I don't have a plan to have a dogs here. This lifestyle here, for those dogs, it's not the best. So you have to understand, I don't think that I will have a Volkodab dogs here in United States. I don't think I'm gonna have it. I don't know. I never say never, but I don't think reasonable to have. Yes, right now I'm in United States, in Massachusetts. But you can see the dog. I have made video about my dogs. I have done a live stream too. But I don't want to change you the mind for Malakli. If you want Malakli, you can go and take Malakli, my friend. My absence was because of spending time with my dog, but we always try to watch with you. Oh, I understand you now. Yes, enjoy to talk for different topics. Oh, I like when people has logic. It's very important. When I deal with a logic people, things are easy to understand each other. When you deal with a stubborn people, selfish, immature people, it's very hard to deal. Doesn't matter how many fact or argument can prove your opinion, or you can just share fact. It's very hard for them. It's very hard for you and for everybody to convince them. It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible. This is the lesson that I learned in my life, guys. It's good lesson. In some ways disappointed, but life is like this. So I think it's time to, when those people doesn't listen you, get rid of them. No need. When you don't see yourself, when they don't understand you, when they try to, because everybody can share opinion, but when we talk to the facts are different. Facts are above opinions. You have to understand. Having an opinion give you the right to have. Doesn't mean that your opinion is correct. So you have to argue and bring facts about different topics in area. You may have one life experience, but doesn't mean it's correct experience in your life. But what is the best to suit for this life? To be productive, to be successful, to achieve your goals. I just saw them before 2 years and just fell in love for this breed. I don't know why. Because they are big, that's why. They are huge dog. And they can stand against big Anatolian Shepherd. Oh, big Anatolian Shepherd are more performance, my friend, than Malakli. What about your dog Achilles? Was his healthy good? He was a good healthy dog. There's no problem about health. He died because of stomach torsion. GVD. It's that syndrome. He died in Bosnia-Herzegovina. I give it to some people. Not because I trusted them. I didn't have that choice in that moment. I wanted to leave. I must move. And I thought that that I was taught in my mind that was professional dog holders, which in the end it come that maybe they didn't want anymore my dogs because they didn't feed, they didn't grow up him, they didn't feel what I feel for my dogs. But Achilles is, for me, he has a special place in my life. Nobody will replace him. Human or non-human, nobody will replace the place that he had in my heart, in my life. No, 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 no. For me, he was a special one. Very, very special dog. Nobody will replace that place in my life. No other dog, no people, no person, period. It's impossible. No. And my animal, they are my kids. Yes, I understand this. He was, look, I had it a lot of dogs. The connection and the bond that I had it with Achilles was special. Was not just physical connection, was spiritual connection that I had it with the dog. It's very tight connection. It doesn't happen often. It happen one time, it's rare. So many big breeds may find Nepal. I have dogs as I remember myself, never forgot any dog is mine. I'm not talking about forget an animal or a dog. But I'm talking about the close bonds. Very close bond I had it with that dog. Very, very close. The bond that I had it with him was, I cannot even compare. I don't find nothing to compare with that dog. Nothing. He was in some way, shape or forms, my mirror. For what reason Achilles was so special? In everything. He was a complete livestock guardian dog. Smart, intelligent, brave, iron. Was iron dog. You will understand what does it mean iron dog. Was unbreakable. Was the dog that never gave up. I have a lot of story with him, and one live stream, it's not enough to tell all the story that I have with him. I've been surrounded by wolf pack when I was with him. He didn't back down. He never gave up. The dog was iron. Was iron one, was Железна Achilles. Fearful dog, very serious. Never come to complain, just to go and enjoy attention. He come to me all the time. He was one man dog, but never come to bother me. When he was puppy, he come and play with me a lot. When he grew up, he was independent, serious dog, very, very serious one. Troublemaker. I never forget, he was very troublemaker too. Escape, master of escape. Escape from chain, escape from collar, jump 2 meter, 20 centimeter, climbing fancy. Escape from cage. I don't know how this dog was 55, 60 kilogram, was not huge. But still the cage is a cage. I don't know how he escaped from cage. I do not know. I do not know how he entered like a cat. Yes, I understand. I had with first, but it was sad story. Don't want explain. Yes, if you don't feel good, don't tell about this. Happy to touch the memories. He was really, really special for me. I'm talking about me as Emiliano. I'm not talking for other people that he will be. Even for other people that I send it. First of all, they abuse with my dogs. And I didn't sign to say for this, or I didn't agree to give him free because I give free. I didn't sold him. And they abuse with my dogs. With Achilles and with one female. They sold my female without telling me, without giving me information. So agile for a huge dog. He was agile. He was very agile. Very agile. The fancy, in my opinion, to hold him needed to be at least 3 meter. 3 meter higher fancy. To hold him. Because lower than that, I was not secure. He jumped from the second floor balcony in a villa in Bosnia-Herzegovina. Second floor. Second floor balcony. Imagine the villa was huge villa, was not those lower villa, was second floor, and he jumped from balcony, from the second floor. No injury, nothing. He jumped and he go and attack other dog. Second floor. The man that was holding called it me, Emiliano, he is a troublemaker. And the dog that he attacked was another male, 85 kilograms or 90, was from Koda bloodline, from Hoda bloodline. the white Hoda, if you remember. White Hoda from Ossetia. Son of Koda. That was from, I've seen him. You looking CM Punk WWE superstar? I don't think so. But anyway. I don't have tattoo as CM Punk. By the way. And I don't watch wrestling. Not that type of wrestling. For trouble, I don't know, my friend was very troublemaker, to be honest. Was not so polite dogs. With old champion, forgot name of the channel. What do you mean about the name of the channel? No, I don't watch Indian movie. You show champion of Caucasus. Do you show? What do you mean? Can you write again? You have the video with white bear. Was that dog? Yes, was what that? Was that dog? Name of the dog was Akbar. He attacked the dog. His head of the dog was so huge. He was not so much higher than Achilles, was maybe 2 or 3 centimeters, but he was so wide, dog, wide chest, big head, or that huge head, to be honest. Never saw in the dog that huge head. We have a Caucasian Shepherd, a modern type. He's 120 kilogram. Big head, huge head, but not like Akbar, like the white dogs. This dog was, the head was so huge, so wide. I never saw before those huge head. And this huge head come from the white Hoda, that genetic, very wide head, like a bear head. By imagine, white Hoda was aboriginal. He's like a modern type Volkodab. Imagine how huge was the head. I'm gonna say wide as the steering wheel of my car right now, or maybe bigger. When I saw for the first time, him was wide, thick bone, solid male. The head was so wide and huge, like in steroid, head in steroid. I don't know. I've saw many huge dogs bigger than him, not that head. Maturhan, for example, had big head too, not bigger than him. This dog was bigger head. The head was wide as my belly. So wide, that head. Could you separate them? The guy was separated them because the white dog was in chain. He jumped from the balcony. Was a female in heat in that moment. He jumped from the balcony, second floor. Guys, I don't know how much was the second floor. Balcony, higher in meters. But I remember when I was to the villa was very, very tall. 6 meters or more. He jumped it. Bro, close the chapter in dogs. Who are you to give me the order to close the chapter for dogs? Go away over this. I don't want to see you again. I'm a builder. Pretty much like this. You know the houses in Balkan, we have the tendency to make beton, bricks, 2-3 floors villa. This is like a Balkan tradition. They work, and they put all the money for the house. And he jumped from that second floor. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You are from Bulgaria, so he jumped from the second floor. For sure, he will struggle to separate them, no doubt. He was a troublemaker, to be honest. A troublemaker. I don't know, he had the tendency to make my day all the time hard. All the time hard. After I came from work, was his jaw so strong to that size? Very strong jaw. Very, very strong jaw. The female had its stronger jaw. The mastiff. Very, very strong jaw. Stronger than Achilles. The jaw of her was devastated. You can give the bones of cow, she will make dust. When I say dust, bone crusher dog. Achilles was powerful bite, no doubt. Very powerful. Normal for young dogs. He was not young. He was not so young. He was, all the time he was like this. All his life. Troublemaker. Troublemaker. He only stay in the kennel only because of females. If they had females, he gonna stay in the kennel. Play, go, provoke them, especially when they were in heat. That moment was that he wanted to stay in the kennel, inside the yard. English Mastiff. Bite must train if you want to be stronger. I don't believe too much in that. I do not. You can train for the grip, not for the strong bite force. I'm a veterinarian, first of all. If the muscle will not train constantly, they're gonna start to has the atrophy, and they're gonna come in the genetic limit. You have to understand this. It is mostly genetic that give to some dogs to have very powerful and robust bite force. You cannot do too much. If the dog doesn't have the bite force, you cannot increase the bite force. You have to understand this. You can work out for the grip, like in American Pit Bull Terrier. Hold. When they train, for example, They hang something and the pit bull just hold the grip. You can train the grip of the bite, but you cannot increase the PCI on the bite force. You cannot increase pressure in the jaw. It is genetic. If the masseter muscle will be developed more in some dogs, the head structure, the snout structure, the muzzle structure, some dogs are gifted, some dogs are not gifted. You have to understand this. Hard mouth dog are individual. Yes, you can select these traits on them. For sure, if you breed well and you breed smart and you have patience, you can select those hard mouth dog. Yes, normal for shepherd dog. Don't like small space. Shepherd dog, no, they want to roam outside. They like to roam, to explore. They go roaming outside, exploring. Female was English Mastiff. What breed? And the bite force, let me tell you something. The bite force started to be the most in the peak. 2 years old to 3 and 4. After that, the bite start to decrease. I've studied in American Pit Bull Terrier, Tosa, in Volkodavs too. The bite start to lose that hard press. It is almost in the peak of the dog. After the peak, start to drop the PCI of the bite. What breed generally have the strongest jaw? First of all, I will touch the breed too, but bulldogs, when I'm talking about bulldogs, I'm talking about American Pit Bull Terrier, giant Pit Bull, those mongrels, huge devastated bite force, especially those Pit Bull from China, those giant Pit Bull. I'm not talking about the XXL Pit Bull here in United States. I'm talking about, it's completely different dogs, what China is breeding. Devastated bite force. Some Bulikuta, but in individual, was a line, was a black Bulikuta line, and individuals and offspring which come from that line, very strong bite force. Volkodavs are in the top in the strong bite force in general. Some Anatolian Shepherd, very good bite force. Usually the hybrids, I'm not, to call hybrid is like mistake technically, but outcross. And usually the outcross, for example, when you go, or you can call outcross, let's call bandog to them. Those mongrel has the tendency to bring very strong and robust bite force. Bandog, yes. Bandog. For example, Bulikuta cross Central Asian Shepherd Dog, or cross Volkodav Bulikuta, cross Tosa. They have those outcross offspring has the tendency to have the robust bite force. Tremendous. Very scary dog. Bone crusher, I've saw in those. That's experience when we tend to mix. Tosa alone has very good bite force too, but not wow. But when you mix them, I don't know, it happened that those exemplar physically. I'm not talking about the immune system. I'm talking about the physically. They have the tendency to be stronger in the physique. I'm not talking about in temperament. I'm not talking about in health. In health and temperament, it's questionable. It is very questionable in those giant people. What's the origin of them? I think what China is doing, mixing one generation pitbull with other hunting dog mastiff, and that after those generation they use to mix female pitbull with them, and they just select those dogs. They are like a 30 to 40 kilograms condition, but they are very devastated band dogs. Very, very scary and devastated band dogs. Mouth of them, tremendous mouth. Tremendous mouth. Devastated mouth on them. In China you have the biggest pitbull kennel, American pitbull kennel. The biggest one are in China. They can be 100 or 200 dogs. I've saw huge kennel in China. My livestock guardian dog has incredible bite force, even compared to Fila Brasiliano and Dogo Argentino. Not even close when I compare my own dogs. Where does Askaray Malakli come into the bite force? I don't know. I think more Anatolian Shepherd has those bite force. But basic on the anatomical structure of the head, of the muscle, of the jaw, Askaray Malakli for sure is beyond Kangal. I like Burbul, but are too expensive and it's cold for them in the Balkan. I don't even like Burbul. I've saw Burbul. In Kosovo for the first time. (2015), if I'm not wrong, or 2017 was like this period of time. Was a bridal one. I think they have good bite force too, basic on the anatomic structure of the head and the jaw. Oh, I saw them live. Solid dogs, thick bones, deep chest, heavy dogs, very solid one. Dense anatomical structure in them, very dense. They are very dense in anatomical structure. That's why I like Malakli have big bones. Yeah, big. The lifespan of them is questionable. Health problem of them are there. They are huge dogs. Food consume is huge. Even to go to the veterinarian or to treat them for parasites, you're gonna need a big dosage of medication on them. They're huge, man. The cost to keep them it's not cheap. It's not so expensive, I understand. I do not like those huge amount of dogs. The biggest dog in the human history documented. I think I have posted in the community in this channel, was the English Mastiff, 150 something kilogram. If I'm not wrong about the name, was Zor. The name was called Zor. He was so huge, gigantic dog, 150 something kilogram. There is a picture on him, and there is a human, maybe his owner, and this dog that climbed to the wall. Climb, it means standing in the hind leg. Huge dog, 150 something kilogram. Tremendous heavy dog. That's the biggest dog in the history. Documented. It's documented, those dogs. I'm not talking from the past. I don't have any proof from the past, so I have to relate it to the what we have. Was 154 something grams, if I'm not wrong. But for the curiosity of the guys, there is in community in my YouTube channel. Go to the community, scroll down, you're gonna find this gigantic dog. So huge, heavy, colossal dog. A colossal dog, honestly. We have seen some biggies, mixed Anatolian Shepherd, Malakli, 120 something, maybe 130. Not healthy dog, for sure. None of them are healthy. That's what I'm talking about. Tall people has problem in health. Huge people has problem. How is Boss Shepherd? In fact, the old line was Gurek, was not Boss. Boss is like a new line. Gurek mixed with Great Danian dog. Gurek was, but they are old Gurek are not so huge. They can be tall as Malakli, but they are leaner. Leaner, not so solid. Not so solid. Is the same? No, it's not the same. It's not the same, my friend. Malakli is like a separated breed. Old Gureg was like a separated line too. But Boz, no. Boz is modern one. Is a modern selection. And many people here in United States has bought those dogs, and they did the DNA test, and they come from the result of them that they contain Great Dane. And some of the results are published in the how I forget it, because there are two main that produce DNA test for animals. Embark, and the other one I forget. It starts with a W. It starts with a W. Wisdom or something like that, if I'm not wrong. Both look like a big heavy Grey Dane. Yes, but if you see Gureg, it's not like that. Chasing a huge size is bad for Volkodaf. The same. Well, I've mentioned the same problem too. A lot of problems with those huge Volgodavs. We have problems with our Roy too. Both hind legs, hip dysplasia on him. In the both hind legs. Anyway, Roy was even injured too. But still, those huge ones are predisposed for those problems. They are predisposed. I always advise not huge dog, but you people are fascinated because of the big size. I understand them. They look cool for a moment. They are very cool for a moment, for the eye. Everything big is cool for the eye, but it's not quality. The quality is not in the huge size stuff, guys. The weight of Roy is like 19 kilogram right now. I'm not sure. I don't know right now. He was in Turkey for a few months. He was in Turkey. I don't know right now. Maybe 90 plus kilogram. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Really, I'm not sure to check. And I didn't ask Tamerlan. I'm sure that Roy is back now, but I didn't talk about him. I think it's back. Yes, he told me that he took him back in the HB kennel because he decided to give to his friends in Adana for breeding. For the average people is more attractive. For average people is more attractive to have huge dogs. To maintain this dog, it's high cost. Have you heard any reliable information on the modern Serbian defense dog? They claim 20 years lifespan, but this seems optimistic. No, but Serbian defense dog has Rottweiler. It's a mixed one. It's a man-made dog. It's a man-made dogs. I was never interested about those dogs. They are for defense, for self-protection mostly. Aggressive dog. I don't have information about them. And Dražan, for example, which is from Serbia, it's not here to share some information. I know that they use bunch of dogs to create that dog. But I think like a failed project on those dogs. I don't know why I believe that is like a failed project about dogs. There are some dog projects when people involved with patients, but when the public interest it's not there, and the number of Serbian defense dog is lower. It's not so high. There are not. I don't know. Do people has those dogs? I need for safeguard. Need fight blood line from Volkodov or alibi. I know what you mean. You need for aggressive dog for your yard, for your territory. Understand what you mean. Well, you can find aggressive dog. It's not a big problem. Aggressive dogs toward human are everywhere. You just be a little bit careful because those huge one can be very troublemakers. But if you have the territory which your dog cannot escape, you can have it. If the territory and the dog can compromise and escape from your yard, from your land territory that you have, you're gonna be in trouble with them. Here don't have anymore. do you think, guys? Can we end up this live stream today? I think we did it enough. Let me see a little bit of the battery. I enjoyed this live stream. I don't know you guys, did you enjoy it? But it was interesting for me to talk with you today. Not only for dogs, for a different stuff too. I must get from Turkmenistan. You are funny. You go too far. You can find dogs in Turkey, you can find. Will dysplasia transmit in generation? Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's why male that are predisposed for that show these healthy problems, it's better not to breed them. That's my opinion. Because the generation and the probability for this kind of syndrome to be in the offspring, it's higher. It's higher. It's higher. Have a good day, my friend. See you soon and look forward it. Kevin Cash, have a good day too. I wish for everybody the best. Thank you for being in the live stream, every single person. I appreciate. Was a pleasure talking with you guys. I respect you a lot. And I hope you guys enjoy talking together, because I enjoy a lot. Thank you, Emiliano. You're welcome, my friend. See you soon. Bye bye. Have a good night or have a good day for everybody.